carrying on. Diff oil, rear diff oil today. We might then also move on and do the PTU oil at the front as well. So first thing is we're going to get the old stuff out. So we'll go and we'll have a look. So that's what we want to do, that, but before we undo that, we're just going to clean round a little bit. Bit of brake cleaner, bit of a toothbrush, clean round there so we're not getting any dirt in. And you can see where I've run down and I've cleaned here on the hull decks. There's a bit there, so we'll clean that as well. But I'll probably do that after, because I am going to recheck that level, and I have got a way of torquing it now. We'll come back to that. That's better. Right, let's crack that off. 13mm. There we go. Take the level plug out. There's a washer as well. We'll retrieve that. Level plug, we'll clean that up some more. There's a little copper washer I've got to get out. Screwdriver. So, I don't know if you can see, but that hole, that's where obviously the casting is for a drain plug. But it's not actually a drain plug. You could probably fit one. So we're going to use my Sealy suction pump to pump it out. Try and get a tube in. If I can. There we go. Flexible hose rather than the solid stuff. Got it in, so we'll suck out as much as we can. Okay, part of the issue, I don't know if you can see, is it's just really cold, so it's coming out really slowly. It's only 4 degrees in here, and it's quite thick stuff, and it's only a thin tube. Again, the condition of the oil that's coming out ain't bad at all. Don't know how much you can see that, but it's not dirty, it's not black. Still draining, and I've just been doing some jobs on the disco, replacing little trim clips and things where bits are loose. It's been at least half an hour. So it's finally stopped pretty much. There's a little bit coming out now. I was going to decant it into a jug and measure it to see how much I've got, but it's pointless because there's quite a lot in there, and I'm not going to get any more out, and I just need to fill it up to level it anyway, so it's pointless to measure it. So if you can see, that's the stuff we're putting back in. It's Ravenol EPX Hypoid gear oil, 8090 GL5. Got it from Maltings for before. Basically I just looked up the part number from Land Rover, and then this is what they sent. So we'll get that pumped in. Just check your vehicle, because there are slight differences, I think, depending. So we'll put that in my little pump system, and then we'll get it in. I've had this in the house, so it's warmer, so it will transfer easier, in theory. So, oh look, I might not even need to do it because there's a little spout there. Can I pump that in and squeeze it in instead? Might be easier. Let's give it a go. Will it go in? Let's have a look. Let's take the top off. Position my container underneath. For drips. Yeah, it will. So just squeeze it in until it comes out. Can't be far off because I'm running out of squash on the bottle. Flipping heck. How much have we got in? Probably about half a litre. I don't know what capacity is. Can't be far off. I've really squashed the bottle. Yeah, I can't get any more. I need to put it in the other container. I don't think we're far off. There you go, that's coming out now. Yeah, so I knew I was close. Let's get the bung on. New copper washer, 35 Newton meters. I'll just nip it up for now, torque it after, because I want to clean up first. I can't see. That's trouble, you see, because you're in the way. That'll do for now. Torque that down after. So let's torque them up. 35 Newton meters. There we go, 35, and then I've got something to get that one. Just hang on. So I've bought myself a new 3/8 drive torque wrench. I had this a couple of weeks, and a set of claw foot spanners. And if you put it at 90 degrees there, that'll do it. So there we go, both torqued. Of course, we've just got the front to do, the PTU to do, but I'll do that later in the week. It's 11 o'clock now because it's taken that long for that to drain. I started doing it at 8. So I've got to adjust the car. I've got to put the back down, front up. Again, I'll do that another day. I don't need to do it today. I might do it in a bit, but anyway, we'll see you later in the week. Tuesday afternoon, I think. It is 3:30. It's absolutely hammering it down here. So we're onto the power transfer unit at the front. Taking out the level plug. So jacked it up at the front. It's jacked up. Take the under pan off, and we'll go under. I've got that out 13mm again, exactly the same as the rear ones. So I'll clean it up a bit. We'll get a new copper washer on it. We'll get the old stuff sucked out. I'll show you. So we'll get our flexible pipe again because we can get that in. Where's my suction thing? So this time what I'm going to do is my flexible hose again, because you can get that in past the differential bits and pieces. Flexible hose, a vacuum bulb for purging the air out of the fuel filter. So we're going to put that on the right way, and then that will allow me to disconnect it quickly there. So sump, gearbox, PTU, turbo inlet pipe from the intercooler, and then I want a bit up there, so we'll move. So just up here between the end of the subframe, if you put your hand up there, that's the level hole there. just there. That's the output shaft to the rear prop. And then if we shuffle back a bit more, looking in the centre, I'll try and get the finger on it, is the level. There, that's the level hug, so we've got to put everything in there, drain out of there. It's difficult to see. Right, we're set up. I've had to use this blue flexible silicone hose to get it to actually go past the gears, which is rather small, but we should be able to start pumping and start to see oil coming out. Need to make sure we haven't got a leak. There we go, it's better. There we go, it's coming. Can you see it there? So now it's coming through here. So now I'll put that into my container and it should just drip. It'll be slow. I might cut it so that I can hear it and see it dripping. If you cut it so I can see it dripping, that's obviously going to take a very long time to drip out like half a litre. The problem is you can't get a very big bore hose past the gears. And it looks like I've got a leak here, a fresh one. This was clutch reservoir area, so I'll have to keep an eye on that because I replaced the clutch pipes and hoses and stuff when I did the gearbox 3 years ago. It wasn't leaking when I did the service. So is that because I pressurised the system and has it forced a seal? You have to bleed the brakes, but I only had it at 10 psi. It's morning, day after. It's Wednesday morning. It's 5 to 8, or it was when I came out. Yeah, it's 5 to 8. Left it dripping all night because it was still dripping at about 7 o'clock. So should have finished now. Surely I'll go and have a look. You don't need to come with me. It's finished dripping. I'll show you in here in a minute. It is looking quite red and burnt. Usual gear oil smell. Now, the instructions in the manual and in the Haynes manual are to fill it back up until it comes out the level plug and then remove 120 millilitres. But to remove 120 millilitres using that little tiny tube that comes out at a drip, it's going to take me forever. It also assumes the car's level. The car's not level. So what I'm thinking to do is measure the quantity that I've got in here, basically pump near enough that back in. So I've got almost 500 millilitres out. The capacity is supposedly 750 millilitres, so it means there's 250 left in there. Doubt it. Like I say, you're meant to fill it up till it overflows, take out 120 millilitres, put the plug back in. That assumes the car's level. The car's not level, so what I'm going to do is jack up the back of the car, get the back on axle stands, get it nearly level, and see if we do that. The alternative is I just put in the same amount I took out. I'm not sure. Can't decide which to do. The problem is, to get out 120 millilitres, it's going to take me forever. Do you know, I'm very tempted to just put in what I've taken out. Let's jack the back up first and see. Well, that's my answer. I'm not jacking the back up. I can't get it level. I'm too close to the door at the back. I haven't got room at the back. Put this light on to get down there to get the jack in. Tried opening the door. Can't open the door. Car's in the way. So I'm just going to put in a very similar amount to what I've taken out. I can always check it at a later date, can't I, when I've moved it. So yeah, I've just got dregs in there that I'm not going to get out without cleaning it out. So let's call that, I don't know, 5 or 10 millilitres left in there, say 5. So there's just a bit in the bottom that I can't quite get out, coming round. And then on here, we're almost at 500. So if I say I've taken 500 out, so if I put in 500, it'd be alright. That's not bad. Right, maybe put in 550. So this is what we're putting in, 75W90 of the right spec. Again, it's come from, where's it come from? Maltings 4x4. It's the right part number for this vehicle. I'll pour that into here. This has been in the house to keep it warm. Let's take the top off, and I'm going to put in 600 into the bottle, which then should give me plenty to work with. 600. Where's my mark? There's my mark. And it's relatively runny because it's been in the house. Right, let's have a look. 600. So we're set up. I don't know whether you can make out in there. I've got my hook in. So we'll start pumping. See what happens. It's going. I'll come back to you when I've done it. It's a long process. So I'll try and zoom in. So that is 500 and a bit put in. So I'm going to put in a little bit more just to compensate for stuff that's in tubes and whatnot, and then we'll call it that. So this is the way to do it with one of these pumps. There was no mess, it didn't go everywhere. I've just put a little bit more in. I'll probably put 550 in, and I think that'll be okay. The lens was dirty, sorry about that. So now I can put this back in the container. See? So we'll put that in next, put the bung back in with a new copper washer, 35 Newton meters. A load of extensions. And then we'll go click click. There we go. Get all this off now. Underpan back on, get it off the jacks, and we're done. Get it off the axle stand right there. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. That's all the jobs on the Freelander that I wanted to do done. I can use it now. Just going to note the mileage of all the oils that you've got to change on the Freelander. You know, the gearbox, the rear diff, the rear transfer box, the engine oil, front PTU. PTU is the most difficult. Right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Next one probably will be getting back onto the Discovery then. There's jobs on the Discovery that I need to do. So yeah, all done. There you go. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for any comments that people give. Give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down, whatever. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.